What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something good today, man. We got some lyrics. Now, I know some people gonna be like, man, this is supposed to be some red pill manosphere type goddamn channel. Hey, man, listen, get that, but just give me a second. At least let me explain what we got going on here. Now, this pretty much, right? This is Pardison Fontaine, right? It's a weird name, you know. It's low key lit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am not going to lie to you. That is a pretty cool name, Pardison Fontaine. I mean, hey, whatever, right? But he pretty much made a response. He pretty much. We're gonna go through this whole lyrics, right? This is crazy, right? We're gonna go through the whole lyrics, but it's crazy. But like I said, man, it's pretty much a response. You know. Because number one, Megan Thee Stallion, she's known for lying, right? And we're gonna go through it.
When Megan sat down with Gayle King, the intention was to gain sympathy from viewers. And based on Tory Lanez getting convicted, despite DNA evidence saying that he did not touch that gun and shoot that gun 5 times, and despite Megan's numerous lies, and despite several different witness testimonies, he was found guilty because the sympathy played a big part. But let's talk about the lies told in this interview. She first said that she didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory. Well, we all know that to be a lie. But what y'all don't know is that she also lied about some other things, like the fact that she said the argument was just between Kelsey and Tory. However, it wasn't, because Kelsey and Megan were arguing because Kelsey had just found out that Megan was also sleeping with Tory after Megan actually hooked Tory and Kelsey up. Megan also lied when she said she didn't put her hands on anybody. Police reports and Sean Kelly's initial testimony verified that Megan and Kelsey did fight. So now I ask you, why do you believe anything else she says?
But she's known, she said that, you know what, hey, she's pretty much accusing Pardison Fontaine of having sex with a woman in their bed, right, where she laid her head, right? And of course, women will be mad about that. Who wouldn't? Now, obviously, once again, we see it all day, every day, right? We see it all day, every day. Women will sit up here, divorce a man, break up with a man, and they will still take shots at him, right? Give you some examples. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. Lori Harvey constantly called out Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan never said anything. The most he ever said was the little part that he had in the CNL skit.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your musical guest for the evening, Drake and 21 Savage, performing a song off of one of the most relatable albums of all time, Her Loss.
Right, fast forward, you know, you got Tiara Mary, or whatever her name is, and her husband, right? They divorced. She's going on a public, you know, shaming tour, you know, saying, you know, pretty much contradicting herself, just making herself look like a fool, constantly calling out her husband. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, you got Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, you're still just going out here just trashing this man's Will Smith name. But once again, we deal with this all the time, and men never say anything. So when you have this whole situation with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, you have this brother here staying quiet, right, protecting his woman, you know, as so, you know, jumping out, you know, hey, anybody meant disrespect my baby, I'm gonna have her back, right? Now, we already know, man, listen, let's be honest. I'm pretty sure some of us kind of figured, man, like, hey, I'm pretty sure some of us was kind of curious on, you know, how did, you know, Pardison feel about this whole situation, right? Of course, you're the boyfriend, but how do you really feel about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation with everything coming out, right? So then they break up. You know what? Hey, guess what? We sitting over here like, well, dang, she done dealt with 2 different dudes since she broke up with, you know, Pardison, right? Now, once again, she made that video. Once again, she made that song saying that, you know, she caught Pardison in the bed, right? Pardison don't say anything. Now he makes a song about it. Women are constantly going to jump to the other female's defense, right? Women are always going to jump to other women's defense. And we see it every single day. Now, here's the thing. Since the Tory Lanez situation, we've pretty much, you know, had a lot of questions. Well, you know what? Did he really do it? Right? For me, he didn't do it, right? With all the evidence, with everything coming out, he did not do it. And I know you got tons of sisters, oh, well, he did it. Well, he did it. If he didn't do it, he wouldn't be in jail. Well, once again, with all the evidence coming out, you mean to tell me he still deserved to go to jail? But of course, there's some sisters, yes. You know what, hey, even though Megan Thee Stallion had sat up here, man, you know, had sex with her best friend's boyfriend behind her back, fought the girl over that. And come to find out, once again, we're hearing that it was her best friend who popped her ass, not Tory. But hey, you know what? It's neither here or there. He's still in jail. So at the end of the day, there ain't much else to it. But you're going through all of this. I mean, you sitting over here just an alcoholic, falling out all in Kylie Jenner's place. I mean, and like I said, I'm just sitting on here like, yo, Pardison, you're willing to defend this? He says yes. So he does all of that defending, and this is what he gets hit with. You jump on the internet and say, hey, well, this is what he did, and of course, sisters are going to constantly defend her. So, like I said, even after all of that, they will still defend her. So now he done he pretty much dropped the whole song, busting this mother in her head. So, hey, let's hear what this brother got to say, because a lot of sisters have mixed feelings about this, right? I want to know, man, are y'all going to hold Megan Thee Stallion accountable, right? Because once again, he's holding her accountable in here. He says, after watching people drag your name and talk about you in unfavorable ways, in order to get attention, clicks, I never thought you would do something like that to me, right? So that's the whole thing. He's sitting on here like, man, damn, dude, like, you mean to tell me, man, we went through everything that we went through, you mean to tell me, like, this is how you're gonna do me? You're gonna drop that shit on that, you're gonna drop that on your track? This is how you're gonna do me?
Oh, you mother. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh?
He says, oh, I'd like to apologize for no longer keeping up with your lies or supporting your habits to tell half-truths. I hope this message reaches you well. Hope you get the help you need. She does need some help, y'all, because she constantly lies, right? You go on Gayle King and say, hey, well, you know what? We did not have sex.
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
Why the fuck you lying? She really got on national TV crying and lying about something we already knew. She slept with Tory Lanez, but now she has to admit it in open court. But it's believe all women, right? And this is exactly how women end up shooting themselves in the foot.
Come to find out, that's all they've been doing, right? That's all they've been doing. That's why they got into the fight in the first place. But once again, you tell women that, they don't care. They're gonna skip right over that. Let's go ahead and demonize the black man. Look, you talk shit about Kaylin, shit about Jalen, and Darren. You talk shit about everybody except for the person in the mirror that's staring. You talk shit like you Keisha, then cry like a Karen. I said, hey, but when I saw that, man, I said, damn, boy. Like, hey, yo. Oh my goodness. Let's read that again. You talk shit like a Keisha. Like you Keisha. You talk shit like a Pookeisha. He's pretty much saying you talk shit like most of your regular sisters, bro. Your regular sisters just talk shit just at the mouth. But then once again, when you hold sisters accountable, right? When you hold a woman accountable, when Karen is acting irate, acting a fool, when you hold them accountable, what they start doing, they start acting irate, they're acting a fool, acting all out, doing all types of crazy shit. That's what he's saying. You pop shit like a Pookeisha. You pop shit like a Pookeisha, but then you turn around and act like a Karen when it's time to be held accountable. So then he says, F awards that you won, money you got, clothes that you are wearing. A whole lot happened in these last 2 years, but this is the part that you're sharing. But I just wish you would tell the whole truth. When you was going through shit, how I hold you. Right? Now, let's go ahead and make that rhyme. He was like, I just wish you would tell the whole truth. When you was going through shit, how I hold you. It's going to be okay. That's what I told you. I was the realest nigga that was close to you. And that's for real. The people that you know don't love you. The people that love you don't know you. I loved you out loud. I was vocal. Said you never seen that up close. I said, come here, baby. Let me show you. Sit down for a second, girl. You need to hear this. So he's just simply saying, man, listen, yo, hey, man, I've been with you through thick and thin, right? And listen, you said you never had a man who showed you what real love is. You never had a man who actually cared for you. And this is the story that you see with a lot of young women. This is a story that you see with women in my generation. This is a story that you see with 30-year-old women that's on Kevin Samuel's show, that's on Kendra G's show. They'll sit up here, man, they will get a good guy and just squander that all away. Now, like I said, for me, Pardison Fontaine, throughout the whole situation, I'm sitting over here like, bro, this has got to be one of the biggest imps known to man. She's sitting over here, mooching on her own security guard. Y'all see the video? And you drinking alcohol, so you obviously got an issue. But once again, this man is sitting over here, even through all of that shit that you put that man through, he still stayed behind you. And here we are, sitting over here, man. Oh well, I caught him sleeping with another chick in the bed. Hell, you know what? You should have allowed that. Allow that to slide one time. Well, you know what? Because all of this shit that I put him through, it is okay. But once again, you have women who have victim mindsets. You have women who have victim mindsets. You get upset with him, so you try to air him out. But it's like, since you have a laundry list of things, I would think, man, hey, maybe, man, because hey, maybe him cheating really ain't all of that. I would move that out the way, because guess what? You essentially drug this man's name down the dirt. And look, the list gets even worse. The lyrics gets even worse, right? Because she's out here sleeping with men. And this is the worst thing a man can ever go through, right? This is the worst thing a man can ever go through. You sitting over here, you asking your woman about her past and everything. She tells you, quote unquote, her whole past. Fast forward, she's sitting over here, got you freaking shaking hands with guys that done clapped you. And then the sad thing about it is, he even said, man, did you F those guys? Damn, guys? How many? How many was there? Besides the baby, Tory Lanez, I'm pretty sure Usher was in there. Or no, I think it was Trey Songz. The list goes on. I'm throwing your security guard in there, bro. Come on, man. Like, she was probably in Ding-a-ling heaven. I'm telling you, she was in Ding-a-ling heaven, boy. She was out here getting that shit, boy. She was out here, boy, getting throttled, bro. Hey, listen, YOLO, right? YOLO, right? YOLO. Because think about it, right? As soon as you get done with Pardison Fontaine, from my understanding, you dealing with two other guys after that, or one guy. My goodness. And those guys are dummies. Because the fact that you see this woman she went through all of this and you're still dealing with her, good luck. But the moral of the story, he's sitting over here saying, man, listen, I'm trying to show you something that's real, but this is all, you squander it away. Just like, once again, most of your sisters, they will squander away at a young age. I hope y'all know Megan Thee Stallion is young. She's still in her 20s. She's a young sister, bro. And once again, she squandered all the way. Proves our point, proves my point, proves Kevin Samuels, Poor Man Podcast, O'Shea Jackson, all of these other brothers' points, man. You cannot deal with these sisters, man, who have high status, right? Who claim to be high value women, because once again, they have inflated egos. They have inflated egos. Look at this, right? Look at this. The fact that she thinks she gonna probably do better, which, hey, if you feel like you can, but goddamn, once again, you missing out on something good. Even though I still feel like he's a beta, he's still missing out on something good. Every time that I think of Pardison Fontaine, this is the exact video that I think of.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Simp!
So then he says, be for real. You ain't even realistic. Got lipo, then you started posting gym pics. The things that you were doing is sadistic. Spent 4 hours doing glam, not a blemish, but your foundation is off. You need to fix it. Clean up your spirit and not just your image. I thought that's what you was doing with your downtime, right? Then he says, When the snake shed its skin, it only changed on the outside. Hey, but I'm talking about, but yo, he is frying her ass, bro. Like, god damn. Hey, see, and at first, man, I'm like, man, hey, maybe, you know, I really never cared for the brother, but it's like, man, dog. When I first heard they broke up, I was like, okay, you know, maybe he's moving to the right direction. When I seen this, I'm like, damn, bro. Woo, boy, he might get a record deal after this, hey, because this some good shit. Hey, but let's go ahead and keep going. So then he says, you got emotional hurdles. Man, the work you need is internal. When love goes bad, can't believe it. Archive pics because you can't delete it. Damn. See me with Jada Kingdom and then you went Jada Pickett. Saw you pop out. Wish you the best. You see me pop out, start gripping your chest. Woo. Man, goddamn, boy. I mean, I'm telling you, he firing her ass up, but he essentially saying, man, look, bro, you going out here, man, once again. Megan Thee Stallion ain't too far from Jada Pickett Smith, if we're just being honest, right? They sitting up here, man, just embarrassing their significant other. Just embarrassing their significant other. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, man? So then he says, damn, thought you was on an island healing, right? Once again, this is what a lot of women say. They are, oh, I'm healing. I need to love myself. Look, Tierra Mowry and all of these other women that may break up with a man. Gina Mai, right? She breaks up with whatever guy, right? She breaks up with. She's saying, I need to love myself. I need to heal myself. That's all women talk about. I need to love myself. I need to heal myself. You know, I'm at Pisces. I'm a asparagus. You know, I'm a Pisces. You know, I'm this, I'm that. You know, so I need to work on myself. I need to love myself. I need this. Like, bro, this is what all women talk about, just to then go through the same situation. Women, men who have multiple kids by multiple men, after every kid they had, they sat up here and said, I need to love myself. I need to do this. I need to do that. Before they even had the kid, they said the same thing. But it's like, are y'all really taking the shit seriously? They're not. Women do not take shit seriously anymore, right? It's not the same. We do not have the same women that we had before. Now, some women might say, oh, well, date those women back in the 40s. I wish I could. I wish we could. I wish we could bring those women on over here, but we can't, right? We got to deal with the ones that we have. And it's like, sisters, y'all see how bad this world is looking? Make a change. A lot of sisters need to make a change. We can sit over here, man, and talk about how black men need to make a change, which we do, right? We've been talking about it for years. We've been making changes. Once again, incarceration rate for black men has dropped by 34% since 2006. We're making changes. But once again, single motherhood for black women is just steadily increasing, right? Divorce rates for women steadily increasing. Marriage rates for women steadily decreasing, especially for sisters, steadily decreasing. But we're going to sit over here and keep deflecting. Once again, she's just showing how she can't even hold herself accountable. So then he says, I guess the newer album need a villain, brand new way for you to be a victim, and you did all of this on my daughter's birthday. So then he says, oh girl, you consistent shit. I gotta love you from a distance. So he's just saying, man, like, listen, right? I love you, Megan. I love you, Megan the person, right? Because that's gonna be her new name, y'all, Megan the person. I love you, Megan the person. I love you, but I gotta love you from a distance. There's just a lot of people you have to love from a distance, man, just because, man, they're just that detrimental to you. They're just that detrimental to you. It's hard to get rid of them, right? Because you love them so much, but at the same time, it's like, you leave me no choice. This right here, man, is probably the worst thing a man can ever go through. This is the worst thing a man can ever go through. This is why, man, I made sure, man, I asked every single woman that I've dealt with, that I've dealt with on a personal level. I said, hey, man, look, what is your body count? What is your body count? A lot of women may say, hey, well, you know, that's childish and and this and that. Of course, a lot of women are going to say that because, once again, a lot of your women tend to be ran through, right? A lot of them tend to be, then got punched out so many damn times, and guess what? Hey, I want somebody else. You shouldn't have to worry about that. You're talking about me, and this is the new me, right? Okay, cool, whatever, right? Go to jail, right? Go to all of these prisons, and every last person, man, who sat here and been in prison for the past 20 years, ask them, hey, do you think you deserve a second chance? And if they say they do, you get them out of jail. But you can't. Because they still got to serve a sentence for something that they did in the past. So your past obviously matters. So then he says, same nigga that told you did all of the tags for the beat, you let that nigga tag, let him beat. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Hey man, that right there, but that probably would have thrown me over the edge. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So then he says, you let me give him that when we met. Even that I kept discreet, right? Then he says, I asked you to your face, did you F them jiggers? Damn, don't tell me she lied on that too. She's just on a line. She's just on a line tour. But once again, sisters will still defend that behavior at the end of the day because sisters love it. Hey, a sister can't do wrong, bruh. A sister can't do wrong. They can sit over here, man, and make all the mistakes in the world, but guess what? They can't do wrong, right? We can't even hold them accountable, right? Ain't that something? Ain't that fucking something, right? Ain't that something? Then he says, and you swore on your mother, I knew from then I couldn't trust her. More lies from the lips of a lover. Same lips that I got tatted on my shoulder. You are dumb for even doing that. Why would you even get a woman's name tatted on your body? It should be the other way around. And even then, you still shouldn't even be doing that. But, continuing, even then I kept my composure. I was supposed to. And that's pretty much what so many men have to go through. They have to keep their composure. Now, in this situation, he should have been done. I mean, hey, he didn't want to look at the red flag, so that's on him. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, man, listen, bro, this is what men have to do. Women can sit over here and act a fool, but you have to keep your composure because if you don't, you're going to be looked at as a bad person. No matter how bad the woman acts, as you can freaking see in society today, as you can freaking see with the Tory Lanez case, it doesn't matter. A woman is always going to be right. This the girl that I'm supposed to propose to, asked Greg Una. I had him pick out a ring, then you lied to my face. Went on TV, then lied to Gayle King. I found out with the rest of the world. God, I treated you like a queen.
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
Why the fuck you lying?
Whole time, I'm a clown in your circus. I tried to pull you up out the mud. Here you are trying to drown me on purpose. Oof. God, you gotta hate those kind of people, man. Right? Anyway, so then he says, you know the devil was a serpent. For some streams and views, girl, I hope it was worth it. This ain't for Megan Thee Stallion. This is for Megan the person. God damn! You can't beat that shit. You can't beat that, boy. No, boy, you can't beat that. God damn, boy, you can't beat that. Goodness, God almighty, you can't beat that, bro. And the only reason, man, I'm saying that, man, is just because, like I said, she went on Gayle King, she lied. She went on, you know what I'm saying? Sister still sat over here, went over that. You sitting over here, man, you have doctors sitting over here saying, man, the injury on her foot is that of a glass cut. I mean, you got so much stuff and people don't care. You know, hey, people don't care. Just as long as she's innocent, right? That's all that really matters. And that's sad, right? Because once again, people's lives are being ruined. But forget all of that. The fact that this man held you down in the midst of all of that, and this is how you treat him, right? Even if he did do that, let's just say he did do that. Let's just say he did do that. You, after all of this crap that you don't put that brother through, you could have just let that slide. You can just let that slide, right? You can let that slide. But once again, these type of women play victim. A lot of people like to play victim. When you play victim, bro, I mean, where can you get? Where can you get in life if all you do is play victim? Once again, playing victim. Victim. Everything she has done has been a victim mindset. Right? A victim mindset. And it's like, can you take any type of accountability? Maybe Pardison Fontaine has been watching some red pill in the manosphere. Maybe, because it took him long enough, but I mean, dog, you should not have to go through all of that. But hey, you know, you decided to put that on yourself, and this is what you eat. This is what you gotta eat. You know, but like I said, man, at the end of the day, you know, I hate it for him. You know, I hate it for him. At the end of the day, I hate it for him. You know, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you get to move on, right? You get to move on with your life. You don't have to worry about a sister that other sisters, so many sisters in the world love to freaking support because, hey, guess what? I'm gonna slip between my legs, so I deserve all the respect in the world. You don't have to deal with that no more, right? And the fact that You have tons of money. You could be like, dog, she dogged you out, bro. And it's sad, man, because once again, it proves our point, right? When you have people in the red pill and the manosphere, it proves their point. When people sit over here and say, man, listen, you cannot deal with these type of chicks because it's not going to be conducive for your health, right? It's not going to be conducive for your peace. Why is it not? Because they have too much clout. Too many people want them. Too many people want them. But like I said, you're really only dealing with that in our culture, right? If Pardison Fontaine went over here and dated, I don't know, man. I mean, what's some up and coming, I don't know, white artist or Hispanic artist, female artist? He wouldn't be going through that with them. But you sit over here and deal with some of our sisters. That's what you're just going to deal with. That when you're talking about people who have tons of money, right? Women who come into fame quick, right? I was sitting over here going back and forth with one sister. You know what I'm saying? She rapping and stuff, and she thinks she just all that in a bag of chips. I mean, it's great that you have the confidence, but you know, when you like, it's like, man, listen. When you haven't accomplished nothing and you're just so big on yourself, you're so high, like on your high horse. You're, oh, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm this, I'm that. I can make my money. I'm this. I'm getting compliments left and right. Especially when you're bad, man. What incentive do we give that woman, right, who's bad as hell, and we're just constantly following her, constantly liking all her pictures just because she got a nice ass body? These women end up building up these inflated egos, and it's like, sis, it's really just your body. People just want to pipe you, but it's not, man. It's not what you produce, because some of these people don't even have talent. A lot of these women don't even have talent, but at the end of the day, as long as they look good, they can get whatever. So we're sitting over here trying to tell guys, man, dude, you don't have to go through that as a man. Why you don't have to go through that as a man? Because for somebody like Pardison Fontaine, there's plenty of more women in the sea. You can get somebody just as bad, if not better than Megan Thee Stallion, and still be in a good position. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go through that. But hey, you know what? But like I said, man, look, I'm glad he cleared his name, right? I'm glad he cleared his name, right? I'm probably going to leave a link to his song, and it's going to be Daphne's page. It's going to link straight to Daphne's page. So be aware of that. So, man, look, y'all do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.